Gang, I know what the fuck is going on. Oh man, I'm about to go crazy with these videos. Y'all don't even understand. Hit the like button, leave a comment, bro. That shit really means a lot. The collab video with one of you guys is still on the way. Follow my IG if y'all want any updates. And with that being said, let's get straight into this cook-up. We're gonna start off with some one-shots. I'm gonna use this little sound right here. I actually like this sound as a bass. The sound can completely change once you start pitching it a lot lower. So you feel me? You get more of like a bass sound. So sound right here, I'm gonna go ahead and play with the ADSR, hold all the way up, decay down, sustain down, release down, so we have full control. Let's actually make this a little faster. Instead of resample, we're gonna change it to stretch, and that actually kind of changes the whole sound of it. There's a little bit of a kind of a click in the beginning, so I'm gonna take the attack, move it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some distortion. That's too much. Let's turn the mix down. Now obviously there's a lot of high end that's coming through, so we're gonna take this and just kind of muffle it down a little bit. All right, so for this last note right here, instead of having like a regular note, I'm actually gonna change it to a slide, and I'm gonna turn it up an octave. Let's make this slide a little faster. Same thing for this. Control up, maybe a little faster. Let's go in and add some sort of mallet. I'm gonna go into the V3. I want this to be simple. I want it to be open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna start this on the 5th, and then actually end that little melody on the root note. So maybe leave more space. Copy that over. So I want to go back up with these. I'm going to press Alt Y, flip horizontally. Then I'm going to copy that rhythm from the beginning too. I want to add some effects to this because it's a little dry. I like to use the primal tap as sort of like a dry delay, if that makes sense. I'm actually going to turn this all the way up, and then we're going to see what that sounds like. Ooh, and the way that those couple of notes kind of come in to the beginning and harmonize with the first 3 notes is fire. We're gonna add some Valhalla vintage verse. Let's try and make all these slide notes and see what that sounds like. What if we kind of knock this down a couple of notes and then move this note back up? Paste this back over here, maybe make some changes to the slides to see if that sounds better. And let's just pitch it up an octave. A little bit too much resonance, so I'm gonna take some of these frequencies out. Let's go back to the V3, let's go to the Voxes, and let's continue to add on these little sporadic harmonic sort of elements. Let's go. There we go. That's cool. I'm gonna take this Alt U, chop it up, right click, take the velocity down just to have it kind of creep up. Fire. All right, so we can start messing with this real quick. Let's add a looperator on here. Okay, that's too much. I'm gonna take out all this extra stuff. Because this little Vox has a lot of high end, it's kind of sticking out. And then the next thing we could do is add a gross beat, reverse it, but I'm also gonna add a 1 beat gate, and let's see what that sounds like. I'm gonna add some reverb to make them ring out a little longer. So I'm gonna add what I like to call, you can say like transitional counter melodies. So I'm not gonna start it on the 1. So I want it to happen towards the end of the 4 bars of this loop. There we go. I'm gonna add some reverb to this. I feel like the reverb always accentuates the slides in your one shots. That's fire. And then we can end off on the A sharp. I'm gonna also add a nice little slide note right here. I'm gonna add these two notes right next to each other, but I'm gonna slide the top one. Let's just find the note that's gonna sound good transitioning from this A sharp. There we go. Put the slide right there, and then now let's take a listen to the transitional counter melodies. Okay. Fire. That's hard as fuck. I'm gonna go to my guy Mad Max's Venus one-shot kit. Fire. Vocal chops in here. Now we just gonna have to pitch it around and do it by ear. Actually, let's try that chopped version. Let's see what that sounds like. Fire. And we're gonna add a little bit of reverb or a little bit of vibe, and then we should be done. Throw a little hi-hat MIDI in there. Let's actually go back to the original bass line just to copy the notes real quick. Maybe we can slide this note down like this. Maybe octave up on this C. So we can kind of play with these high notes and then maybe take the volume down a little bit. Octave up with this note right before. Maybe we got to change the hi-hat notes. I feel like the hi-hats are like, they're not like consistent enough, that, if that makes sense. Let's change it to let's try this one. That's fire. And then play with the velocities of these. Maybe move this over here. And then maybe we can take these top snare rolls and then add like a different snare. Change that out. Hey. Like, subscribe, comment. Everything helps the video get into the algorithm and it shows it to more people. I'm gonna play this beat. I'm done. I'm out of here. Gang, gang. How about the Porsche? How about the kid? I bet the nose. I'm up in fear. I'm at your son. Yo, Young Thug will body that, bro. Alright, I'm out of here, bro. I gotta, like, bro, sometimes you gotta just vibe out to the beat, you feel me? And just, and then.